comparison of the two theories, expansion versus non-expansion, quite recently after the launch of the GWST. And I tried to get it published in monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society, which had published one of my papers dealing with the specific problem of the Tolman test. And after a little back and forth, an anonymous senior editor, not even an anonymous reviewer, said, if you want to publish an overall description of an overall comparison of expansion versus non-expansion, you certainly should, but it won't be in our magazine. Period.
Wow.
So since this was an anonymous senior editor, I wrote an editor to the editor-in-chief of Menras, who isn't anonymous, and said, are you going to endorse this? I mean, this is totally against the idea that the scientific method publishes, neutrally. If it's valid, you publish it. And he said, yeah, I endorse it. So I had that in writing from an email. And I ended up putting it up on an archive called ResearchGate.
Mm.
So it is available to the public. And I will reference it in my next peer-reviewed paper. We'll see whether they'll say, well, we'll publish your paper, but not with that reference in it. We'll see.
Unbelievable. I mean, I think that this is why I'm so excited about what we're doing in Sesimbra at Beyond the Big Bang, because, we talked a little bit about the way that Gamow popularized science, Hubble popularized science, the way that people attended scientific lectures and participated in the foment of
Right.
ideas at the turn of the century and how that went away. And I think that they were onto something. I think that you have to get ideas in front of people. You have to bring the scientists together in front of an audience and have the audience be able to encounter the ideas in real time, ask their questions, seek understanding, and then they're going to go out into the world and they're going to see it differently. And it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter if the institutions are just ruled by the anonymous editor or reviewer who's like, well, no, I won't publish this because the wave comes. Like you can build a seawall, you can try to engineer, but the wave will come. That's there's nothing that can change the arc of history. No no journal can stop the pendulum from swinging. And so I really I can't say how grateful I am to you for agreeing to come to the conference to speak because I feel like a conference about what happens beyond the Big Bang could not run without Eric Lerner because I feel like you've been so central to this whole story for so long. And I'm so excited. We've never had a chance to talk to you at such length before. Like we met you in New
Well,
York very briefly. And so this has been a real treat.
yeah. Well, thanks a lot. You got great questions. And, you know, although, because my book, The Big Bang Never Happened, has been published for a long time, I have been sort of the face of the movement. But your conference is also good to emphasize another thing, which is, although our movement is small, I'm not it. There are a growing group of scientists, such as my colleague Martin Lopez Correadora, who are moving in the same direction. I think it's going to be great fun for Martin and I to discuss at great length, to what extent this theory is dead, dying, or zombified. Um, and I do think that this situation is shifting since JWST and since um, these other big data sets from ALMA, DESI, because you are seeing that instead of defending the Big Bang as a concordance theory, the lambda CDM is the concordance version of the Big Bang with dark matter and dark energy. Now you're seeing people scatter. They're starting to say, well, LCDM doesn't work, so my theory is emerging uh, dark energy, evolving dark energy. Now, my theory, and this is one of my favorites, is not dark matter, but cannibal dark matter. Tired of inflation, wars, and inequality caused by the energy crisis? LPPFusion is developing a solution that could allow everyone to have cheap, clean, off-grid, and sustainable fusion energy. Invest now as we seek to bring this potentially life-changing technology to market. For more information, visit wefunder.com/LPPFusion.